Oh, this is not a spring chicken. You know, the news today, well, I'm still trying to decide. It's like Julian Assange released on bail or National Regifting Day. What do you think is more important? Well, if you have to ask that, you don't know me. Well, for now, we're going to bring Oldecam on with comments on the headlines of today. You can move forward.
I can actually move forward.
Yeah, you can move lots of forward.
I got reset up on we reset. We got 25 foot of stuff to play with today, which this is a big studio, folks.
And Obama assures Americans health care will be repealed when he leaves office.
Well, yeah, he said, when are you going to repeal health care? And he said it will never be repealed as long as I'm in office, which means that he's only going to be in office for 2 years now, folks.
Well, and then he did mention that it was in 2012 when it would be repealed, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he won't be in office in 2012 because he's a gimme. You know, you wouldn't think so the way he's running the country at the moment, though.
Well, Ron Paul defends WikiLeaks on House.
Yeah, because he said that he did a great service to America. No, he didn't. I think they said at least 56 people have been killed as a result of what he did. I mean, as long as it's not you that's being killed, then you did a great service.
Oh, I see how that works. Well, unlike Bush, Obama is winning the war in Afghanistan.
Well, that's what his Afghanistan review, you know, there's a real bunch of BS, folks. Everybody knows from even the right-wing press things are not going well in Afghanistan because we don't have enough troops there to fight the battle. But my surge is working, unlike George Bush. No, it's not working. They're just waiting for us to leave in 2011, and we're going to leave.
Senate passes sweeping tax rate bill and sends it to the House.
Well, yeah, you know, like they put like $450 billion worth of additional spending in it.
You had a hard time saying pork?
Yeah, well, it's basically, in order for the Republicans to get $70 billion in tax breaks for the rich, they had to give $350 billion of Obama spending. That is not called good business sense, folks. You know, Mad Bull Obama, you know, he said that is stupid, which is why he's showing you his backside.
Oh. And mother killed and 5 hurt in gun battle at California strip mall.
Oh yeah, they basically, okay, when the times are bad, the crimes are up, and basically there are more people being hurt. But yesterday, you know, a great Democratic reporter said, well, we just simply need to pass legislation to take the guns out of the hands of these people. And then last night that same reporter was talked to. I understand that she just got picked up last week for owning an illegal gun, firing into city limits, and to protect your family. Said, well, that's different because I need a gun to protect my family. Well, other people don't, just Democrats need guns.
Oh.
And you've got to remember, most of the people that do the gunfighting, most of the people that do the killing actually vote for the Democrats, not Republicans. Isn't that a funny thing?
I know. You know, let's go back to the Senate passing that tax rate bill. What's the deal with that one? Because
okay, the way it works is, Mad Bull will tell you that any time Obama puts up a big spending bill, the Republicans make a fuss about it, and then they give him the 2 votes he needs to spend the money.
Yeah, but he got more than 2 votes.
Oh yeah, he's got to get, well, he's got, this is the omnibus spending bill. He's going to get 8 Republican votes to pass the $1.2 trillion budget because it's too important not to pass. Of course, 2 of the senators are retiring. 2 of the senators have massive projects in it for their community, such as naming a thing after themselves. And 2 of the senators basically are Tea Party people, and the other 2 are naturally Snow and Collins.
Well, they're only Republicans by name.
I know, but they're liberal Democrats in a state that is fiscally responsible, and they keep spending money.
But somehow they're still in office.
Well, they won't be. They're going to throw them out of office the next election because they're really fed up with the money these 2 women are spending.
But they're so fiscally responsible they won't throw them out of office because it costs money.
It costs money to hold a special election, so that's been ridiculous. They're too cheap to hold a special election to throw them both out.
GOP chairman still running for re-election.
Well, they said he has no chance whatsoever. Because he basically, even though they said the reason we don't control the Senate is because of Steele. Well, the fact is he's there for one simple reason: he's black.
Oh.
They wanted somebody that could stand up to Obama that wasn't white. Instead, what they did was the Republicans made race an issue by avoiding race when they should have just went after Obama. But simply because he had no business being president. You know, he's a first-term senator, nothing accomplished. Basically, they knew he was going to be a repeat of Jimmy Carter.
Mm-hmm. After dozens of deaths, drop-side cribs outlawed.
I need to tell them this, folks. I've been around since, you know, I hit my 8th decade. And I have been around, you know, that many years. I had a drop-size crib. What happened is 29 kids got killed by parents that didn't pay attention to what they were doing. So we're going to order all the cribs. No reselling in garage sales allowed, nothing. The most common crib ever made, the government is outlawing to force them into more expensive cribs, which means they're not going to buy them.
I thought cribs was like one of those things that you pass on from generation
Not
to
now.
generation. Really?
They made it illegal.
Oh my gosh.
They've banned them. The sell, resell, or owning and manufacturing thereof, which means
Wait, sell of cribs?
the sell of those drop-side cribs, which are the most common that have ever been built. You just drop the side down, put the baby in. They now want the more expensive cribs that are made out of this country rather than the ones made in the country now.
Oh,
That's
wow.
how Obama does business. He bans something we do here, so we have to order it from China.
Groupon's rejection of Google buyout offer is a head scratcher.
Okay, that's another one of Mad Bull, you know, Mad. But he can't figure out. Basically, the company isn't worth anything. Google's going to overpay for it, and yet they wouldn't sell it.
That was stupid.
Yeah, they don't understand why a company that's not making anything won't sell itself.
House votes again to lift restrictions on gays.
Yeah, and they expect to pass it in the Senate now. But even though the troops in they read this, well, they're using Obama's statistics, and Gates wants it done, and the heads of the military want it done. No, the head of the Marine Corps said he doesn't want it done. I think it was like 95% of the troops in the field don't want it changed, and they have a 70%. The 70% figure is they would like to have something done about it. That's what they say. Well, some of them want it changed, some of them want it left alone, and some of them don't care. That's not statistics analysis. What it means is they lost it badly, and they're trying to say it would pass by not even telling you how many.
After setback, U.S. resumes Mideast peace push.
Well, he discovered that he actually can't. That a Muslim president that sucks up to the Muslims can't make a deal with the Jews. Isn't that amazing?
Wow! Should that surprise us?
It did Obama.
Oh.
Well, everything surprises this man. I mean, he got the Nobel Peace Prize before he even became president.
Well, they probably have Julian Assange on the list too.
Yeah. Oh, I know, Julian Assange. We've determined that he is no danger to flee. Well, he fled Sweden. He fled every country that he illegally entered one country after another because he had a fugitive arrest warrant for him.
And he's no danger to flee.
He's no danger to flee.
Mm-hmm. Obama, CEOs, better relations to boost the economy.
Well, his better relations was yesterday he dumped the stock market when he said, if you don't do something, the government will.
That didn't help.
And he supports California's new tough air standard laws, which will destroy businesses in the state of California. As soon as Jerry Brown takes over, the legislation goes into effect to drive businesses out.
State economies improving, but budget gaps continue.
Nobody's economies are improving. The budget, okay, the gaps wouldn't be increasing if they were bringing money in. Nobody has any money to spend. I mean, like we just found out the credit card rates are all going up on bills that are being paid. So.
And part of it is it's the interest rate didn't go up, but the minimum payments are going higher. I have several credit cards that are going up. I think it's about 50% higher than what it was last month.
Obama doesn't understand. Oh, you pay your credit cards off sooner this way, but you don't have money to put into the economy.
I know, and they do it, of course, in the month of December.
Yeah, Obama, remember, Obama is a Muslim. This is not a holy month to Obama.
I know.
Sooner or later, you know what's going to happen? when he flees the country to escape prosecution, which they will do they'll get him for violation of constitutional rights. That's what they're gonna get him on.
Right.
All of a sudden, when he's in a foreign country, probably Saudi Arabia or one of those places, where his wife will have to wear a burqa, which she's not gonna be happy
She's
about.
not gonna be happy.
They will all of a sudden find out that this man was a Muslim all along.
He always has been.
I know, but press refuses to admit it.
Yeah, but everybody else knows.
The whole world knows he is. Well, he bows to he bows to the king of Saudi Arabia, who's the top Muslim in the world. No American president bows to any leader. He bows to every Muslim leader.
And stores try to create shopping surge in final days.
Yeah, we saw one of them yesterday. It was basically they're selling stuff they couldn't sell beforehand.
And a Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
Okay, if everyone knows you are something, how in the world can you keep denying the fact that you are exactly what everyone knows you are?